So good evening folks, and welcome to another video. And as you can see, I am smiling because I am back out and I am back up on the Causeway coast. So I've come along the Causeway Cliff Path tonight and right before sunset, and you can probably guess here that the light is absolutely amazing. It's so nice. The sky is fairly clear. It's starting to kind of come in a little bit of cloud that way. But of course we've set up our shot shooting that way, so let's hope we haven't ballsed that one up. But anyway, really good to be back out again. And do you know, if I get a few shots tonight, happy days. And if not, you know, you just can't beat this. Okay, so I think I finally found my composition. Two compositions that I found, and they're only maybe about 10-20 feet apart, and I've kind of just been trying to adjust it slightly just to fine tune it. And initially whenever I set it up, there was pretty much zero cloud that way, so my sky was only probably like not even a third at the top. Now I've kind of changed it, and people say about rule of thirds and not breaking rules and all that sort of stuff, but at the moment the composition actually has the horizon pretty much bang in the middle. So I've actually just tilted the camera straight up and I'm shooting more sky because the clouds you can kind of see there are actually starting to roll this way. So initially we worried because we thought we should have been back that way shooting across because the clouds were all over here, but they've actually started to move from the west. So fingers crossed. The horizon line is completely clear, so we're getting some really lovely light. We're in golden hour now, so I'm gonna just wait here for a little while longer. The camera settings, still just the normal ISO 100 f11. The only filter I'm using is actually a polarizer, so there's no need for a grad or anything because the sky and the foreground are pretty well balanced. So yeah, it's just a waiting game now, but this is looking very promising. Okay, so I think this is probably the composition I'm going to settle on, and what I'm doing is to say the horizon line is almost bang in the middle. Now, that may change depending on how the clouds move, but we've got these lovely bays that are running diagonally. Down in the bottom right here, I have, you just see, you probably can't see very well here on the screen, but we've got an old path, and it's running in from the right, and then the waves in the bottom left are kind of running in this way. So we've got like a couple of diagonals, and we're just shooting across the bays. The one furthest away is Hamilton Seat, so that's originally where we were planning to shoot. But the cloud up here is pretty much coming down bang on this third, and it is this really cool shape. And I just hope it keeps moving that way because it's going to get lower and lower, and it's going to actually fill the frame more, which I think is going to look pretty cool. So the settings, originally I didn't have any other ND filters on, still no grad, but I put on a 6-stop and I'm getting maybe about 4 or 5 second exposure at the minute, which is giving some lovely blurry effects to the water, which is pretty cool. So the light is getting better. It's still probably a good 40 minutes to go until sunset, but I have a feeling this could get pretty epic. One other little thing, just when you're using the polarizer, is because of the angle I'm shooting at, I'm not actually having it fully polarized, because whenever I fully polarize it, then the middle part of it goes really dark blue. So I'm kind of trying to keep quite a nice even spread of blue across it if you can. Because you don't really want to go back to Lightroom and actually then see this massive big blue blob in the middle of your, or some part of your sky, and then it's going to be really hard to correct that. So I'm trying to get quite a nice even spread of blue here, so it's just a matter of tweaking it ever so slightly. just taking a few shots here with actually more foreground, so I've only got about a third of the sky, and I'm really concentrating on the cliffs here, and the light is just, probably see, like, the light is just absolutely unreal. What's happening is whenever the clouds are moving that way, whenever I'm looking at the composition, they've actually, it's as if they're moving lower in the sky, so they're creeping down into the much closer to the cliffs. So even by only including about a third of the sky, I'm getting the clouds in now, whereas before I needed to really shut up because they were so high. So I think they're going to just keep going. They're actually starting to pick up a little bit of colour here. So I'm up to 8 seconds now. I may go to maybe 10. Just check my histogram here. Yeah, probably actually push it a little bit further. What a night to be out. Wow.